This week's Vtuber game stream. Welcome to Vtuber Studio. If you haven't heard of Vtuber Studio before, we have created an open source project for you to customize and stream in your very own studio in Unreal Engine. You will find that apart from integrating media inputs and outputs, we've also offered different integrations such as LiveLink, Twitch, and VMC. So follow the rest of this tutorial series to learn how to clone this project, and we'll cover topics such as dependencies, animation blueprints, swapping out your environments using persistent levels, avatar customization and retargeting, as well as full body tracking via OSC and VMC. Again, welcome to today's Vtuber stream. We'll be walking through very quick some new updates to the Vtuber project. For example, webcam-based full body tracking. So we've properly improved the blueprints from a couple of weeks ago, and it's now fully tracking the whole body, including fingers. So it's working a lot better. Alongside that, we're also working with new updates to the Twitch integration plugin, our interactive streamer. So we'll be working with that for today's stream and hopefully build some really interesting interactivity. And so if you don't already know, Vtuber Studio includes a lot of these media input, owl capture systems, as well as media output solutions. We also have the full body tracking via LiveLink and VMC. And alongside that, we also have a bunch of new tools with Twitch integration and interactivity. So today we'll be looking at that specifically. Building in Twitch chat and sending messages, as well as listening in on channels, as well as event subscription via the interactive streamer plugin. So very quickly, I'm just going to show you quick updates to the full body tracking project. In there, we have a webcam-based capture that allows us to output our ARKit tracking data, and then we're receiving that and retargeting that on metahumans. And then again, we have the OWL interactive streamer, which allows us to listen in on multiple channels with the Twitch chat listener, but we also have the Twitch chat sender, that we can then use the OAuth token to write chat. So for example, if you're already streaming and you want to type into the chat and join the kind of chat, then you can use the Twitch chat sender to send to a certain channel. And alongside that, we also have the event sub manager. So let's say you're on your stream and you want just real-time interactions that's in your level already. So maybe something that's spawned whenever someone's following you or subscribed, all that stuff. So you can use Event Sub Manager as your controller. And so let's start, and I'll be showing you where things are located in the Unreal project. So first, let me walk you through the XR Animator update.
So this is a live Q&A, right?
Yes, this is a live Q&A. So once, but yeah, feel free to also jump in if you have any questions. It's mostly, we've framed our streams mostly around the Vtuber project, but we'll be opening that up to the kind of open Q&A game dev stuff soon in the next few weeks. But yeah, feel free to jump on if you have any questions. Are you interested in the kind of like OWL toolkit, or have you been using that a lot already? But yeah, let me just quickly show you the XR Animator. just need to quickly group all my windows to my main display, and hopefully it comes up here. So just a second. Hopefully, I'm used to having two screens, so hopefully Electron's gonna run on this main desktop is what I'm hoping, but I'm not sure just yet if it's going to do that. No, I can see it very well. Just not on this desktop at all. In that case, I can show you very quickly where the Twitch stuff is. So first we have updated the the newest kind of functionalities or features in the OWL Interactive Streamer plugin. And to do that, it is super simple. We basically have to create a child blueprint of these blueprint classes. So we have, as mentioned, 3 types of Twitch integration blueprint class. The first one is a chat listener that allows you to listen to multiple channels at once. And then secondly, we have the Twitch chat sender that using the OWL website, you'll be able to generate an OAuth token that you can paste into the blanks over here. So for example, you will get a kind of settings panel over here for you to paste the token as well. And so you'll be doing that with the chat sender as well as the event sub manager, which manages cheer or subscriptions or follows, all that stuff. So first, today we could try to do something like a chat sender. And this is something we don't have yet in the project level. So let's have a quick look at right-clicking. So going into the plugins folder, you'll find the OWL Interactive Streamer content. There are 3 blueprint classes, and we're going to try to send a chat message to one of the random channels streaming on Twitch right now. And to do that, we can basically create a child blueprint class. This allows you to be able to customize the child blueprint class without having to it affect the parent class, which is this main one. So first thing we're going to do is create a child. I usually just call it my Twitch chat sender blueprint, so BP, that's all good, capital case. And then I'll just move that into my folders. So here I have a folder called Twitch, which has those as blueprints. I'm just going to drag this extra one into this folder just to be very tidy. So now I've created an own folder for separate child blueprints. And as mentioned, we'll be doing the chat sender. So easily we can drag and drop into the scene and go into the Twitch. Again, very tidying up that with the Twitch folder in my kind of project outliner, level outliner. And you'll see that in the Twitch chat settings, it's always going to be asking for an OAuth token for us to be able to send chat messages. And in here, we'll be sending chat messages to specific channels. So I'm going to open up Twitch and see what we can do and who's streaming at the moment. So I'm going to pick a really busy busy streamer. Maybe not mature audience, maybe something around here. I will be unmuting this. I think they're doing EA Sports FC24. So this is a followers chat only, so I'm just gonna hit follow. And we'll be trying to send chat in the kind of messages here today through the level. So first we need to obtain the OAuth token, and the OAuth token is here. Sorry, the OAuth just had a brain glitch. Whenever you press play, it's just gonna open up the OWL Interactive Streamer plugin to get this Twitch token. We really want to be, you can be specific on what kind of functionalities you want in your token, but I'm just going to have all of them today, and we'll use the send chat messages as one of them. So I'll be getting this one, and and do try to hide it if you're using it for something. So I'm just going to quickly choose a channel that I'm going to send a chat message to. So this is Danny Aaron's. So that's that, and I'll paste this in and collapse. So you know that this just won't be seen. Oh, hi Chipko. Oh, cool. Thank you so much for joining. Haven't seen you in a while. We've been doing some new stuff with the project, and we have full body tracking now, and it's supposed to work really well. I mean, I've tried it. It does work really well. Still working on a single finger that's missing, but I just need to plug into a second screen so that I can show you and start system animator. I wonder if I can find an extra screen somewhere, but maybe I'll do that next week. But I'll show you the kind of newest blueprints. Apparently, streaming the streaming order of bone data really affects how they're rotated. So we have to start from the ends of the limbs. So the end of an IK back into the center of the body. So that was the kind of trick on solving a lot of rotation problems previously. But today we'll be looking at Twitch specifically. So Twitch chat sender, again, I've pasted in my OAuth token, and I've also put in a channel that I want to send text messages to. I'm going to hit save over there and go into edit and blueprint. One thing that we need now is to see the full blueprint editor, so we have access to everything. And then I think we will find the event send Twitch chat as a call function. So what we have to do is maybe on begin play we can do send Twitch chat and then type in a message like hello. Or something, I don't know what's an appropriate thing to say. Hello, and maybe some lulls here and there, just as a test, just to make the string look longer, and hopefully it will show. Great. So I'm just gonna hit play now, and I'm gonna break my screen in two, and hopefully it works. Oops. Has it worked? I'm not sure. Hello. Might not have sent, so let's have a quick look at why that is the case. Maybe I'll put in my Oh, it worked. So I just needed to type my username so that it recognizes it's sending from me. And now that you see it, it's building on event play basically. So the chat is sent when the game is played or starts playing, but you can also build this into a recurring thing that whenever for example, whenever the metahuman is jumping or is smiling, then you send a trigger message. So that's something to build with your animation blueprint. That could be quite interesting. Then I'm going to also look quickly into the sub manager, but for that we might need a bit of a try. Might need to try to see. I might have to like find someone to follow me. If either of you are interested to help me test this, would you be able to maybe follow me on a, sorry, I've just realized I'm gonna set my inputs to here. Are you able to hear me now? Perfect. Perfect. So I'm just going to put in my OAuth token, and this is my this is the OAuth token, and I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna subscribe to event Twitch new follow received, and that's gonna make print string new follower to chip code. Great, compile and save. And in that case, oops, something's going on with my headphones, so I'm just gonna have to unfortunately do this. So whenever there's a new follower, I will be break the user detail and then print that, and then maybe also print a new print string, which is the username. All right. So you can follow and unfollow me potentially. Amazing. So if you can hear me now, I'm just gonna hit play. Maybe if you hit follow, I don't know, follow and unfollow at this moment, I should be able to see a log string that happens. Seems like my headphones have run out of battery, so I'm just going to quickly turn it off. Yes, let me know if you can follow me right now. And for those of you new to this project, let me see. Great, thank you. Another thing that I wanted to show really quickly is that the current NPC Lola's is listening to a chat as well, so can reference to the chat and listen in on someone. So I think it was Danny Aarons. I should be able to report So as you can see here, it's constantly, we have this Lola that's constantly reporting the messages from this stream that I'm watching. And it might be that because I'm not streaming, maybe the follow doesn't happen. Just need to make sure that the sub manager is working and the channel is that, and we'll be subscribing to follow events. I can't seem to see any follows just yet. Perfect. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's just maybe my headphone settings on Discord isn't working the best way. Oh, I see Chipko over there. Yeah, so I can see you're following now. Sorry, it's confused with a lot of these Twitch chats, incoming Twitch chat. But yeah, that's basically the showcase. A really quick thing to do is to just basically walking through the process. We have 3 types of blueprint class. So feel free to create a child blueprint class, place it in your project folders, and then drag it into your scene. Within it, you need a, for a listener, you don't need anything, you just need a target to listen to. For chat listener, you'll need an OAuth token and your username, and then inside the blueprint, just find the send Twitch chat node. And then finally, for the sub manager, you will need an OAuth token, your channel, and then select a type of event you want to subscribe to. In the blueprint, it's basically event Twitch follow received, and then it will print something. No, print something else. But again, this is just a quick template. So obviously you are able to build a lot more interactivity with particle systems, metahuman, changing in scale, all that stuff. So hopefully that was a really quick walkthrough, and when I have a second screen, again, really quickly, I'll be showing you more updates on the XR animator that we are slowly repackaging. But yes, I know that some of you have questions, so feel free to jump in if you have anything you want to ask me about the Vtuber project or about anything else. I'll be just hanging around for some time. But yeah, thank you so much, Chipko, for thank you for sharing your follows. But yes, so this plugin is developed with a friend/developer, and they very kindly just integrated some open source code for us to use this plugin, and it will have its own GitHub repository very soon, but first we're using it as a beta thing on the Vtuber project. So the plugin, when you clone the project, you will be able to see the plugin already. So you need all the prerequisites to build this. So I can also send you independently the zip file for the plugin. I think that's probably a more simple way to access the plugin. If you want to, then you can also clone the whole VTuber studio with all the prerequisites and plugins. But the plugin on its own, the Twitch plugin on its own, is super lightweight. So I can send over a G Drive link with the zip plugins if you wish. Maybe I'll DM you later. But currently it's super easy to use, and I know a lot of you are into channel points as a thing, so that might be something really relevant. Yeah, and I think last time I built something around like interactivity of the glasses, so whenever I get a follow, it'll be setting the new world scale of my glasses to something bigger, so that's something we can do as well. But yeah, I'll be sharing with you on the DMs. But yeah, thank you so much, Julian and ARTTG, for joining. Please feel free to let me know if you want to kind of use some of the assets, I'll be sharing with you and maybe walking through that as well. And for those of you who haven't seen the new kind of like YouTube playlists, I'm slowly building a playlist for Vtuber Studio. So there will be a playlist on our Vtuber Studio. So how to download the project, how to install dependencies, and understanding what the project template is. So it's very quick walkthrough of the project, and I'll be adding a lot more videos from week to week, and hopefully those will be useful. But yeah, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope it's all good stuff. And if you have any ideas on how to develop the Twitch plugin, feel free to let me know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, please come for the next few sessions. We're currently wrapping up Vtuber Studio as a project template, but we're bringing in more exciting ideas for our next phase of the project, where Hardcore Rick and I will be looking at multiplayer capabilities with the toolkit. So like imagining how you can do playbacks between multiplayers, using multiplayer templates to build video streaming in the world. Really exciting stuff. So maybe it could be like a stream between spaces. It could be a game that allows you to play different things. Yeah, I can share with you the YouTube link very quickly. You didn't really miss much. It was just around using the Twitch plugin. But here is the YouTube link for any kind of like new Twitch developments. It was on, yeah, sending chat, receiving chat, as well as event subscription. Yeah, let me know if you want to hang around for the next 10 minutes. I'll still be here. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. Very cool. But yeah, thank you. And feel free to keep chatting as well. I'm still around. Go over the projects, Rick. Yes, absolutely. So I don't know if you've been following, but the project currently runs animations two-way. One, we have some Meximo animated retargeted animations for the metahuman. Secondly, we have the VMC receiver, which allows us to listen in on the XR animator's full body tracking. So we're using MediaPipe, which is an AI motion post tracking model, allowing us to track from the webcam. And then we have the metahuman, everything stored within the animation blueprint. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. Sorry, it is very messy, but the rig is just a metahuman skeleton. Through OSC, we're receiving real-time bone data that comes with all the joint rotations, locations, and transform. So from that stream of data, it is a bone data map. I've identified all the names of the bones and then found the kind of rotation, and I've been streaming that and using that data to transform and modify the bones of the metahumans directly. So I'm only streaming rotations, but the trick I've only found maybe 2 weeks ago is that you'd always start from fingers first and then to the wrist, and then to the lower arm, upper arm, and then clavicle / shoulder area, because you want to get rotations. You don't, because it's yaw, pitch, and roll, it affects, if you first rotate the shoulder and then you apply a rotation on the fingers on top of the rotated shoulder, because it's all in a limb or chain, then it would bend the wrong way, and that's really interesting. So the way this animation blueprint is built now, and it's up on GitHub, is that you would first rotate the thumb, so like the end of the thumb, not sure if you can see here, the end of the thumb, and then to the middle, and then to the final bit of the bone, so on and so forth. So the way the order works is that you would do all the fingers on the left hand first, and then it ties back to the left hand, to lower arm, upper arm, and shoulder. Before it even gets to the right arm, you'd go into the hand. So that's the kind of process, and then do the legs and stuff like that. And then finally, all those rotations combined, real-time changes, becomes the output pose. So yes, that's the kind of basic animation blueprint. Obviously, we had a few kind of listeners or that came to the last week's session. It was very because it's such a complicated blueprint. They've basically gone and cloned the project and copied and pasted, and it has worked for them for a different metahuman rig. So you know that this is a female tall underweight rig for this 3D for this metahuman model. A lot of people have been using the other kind of rigs, and it works. It just works because it's the same bone names. And then here, copy and paste. Again, copy and paste for event graph, copy and paste for animation graph, and it has worked. Make sure the variables are there. But I mean, the quickest way is just to clone the project and use it right off the bat. But yeah, I hope that explains the question a little. We will have some condensed YouTube tutorials soon, so hopefully those will be more helpful. But yeah, again, thank you. Thank you for your questions, and feel free to revisit some of the live sessions from a few weeks ago. That way you'll see how it's progressed, and then how I've probably dived into deeper of how the streaming data works. But maybe please feel free to come back again next week. I'll show you the XR animator, which is, whenever I click it, it's just very frustrating that it pops to my second screen even if I don't have one connected. So I just need to fish that back. Or alternatively, let me Google how to window not showing on screen. Right click taskbar, move. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna try. So it's opened. Right click on the taskbar, and then don't think that's working. Off screen window back to on screen. Shift move. Uh-oh. I have video of, oh yeah, sorry. Just realized I wasn't sharing here, but yeah, some of you might have to revisit the YouTube stream. So I don't have that. Maybe it would just help. It's just off screen at the moment, so I mean, again, feel free to stay around next week and be covering this. No new options. Taskbar settings. Then, yeah, I've run out of ideas that I can show. Move off screen, shift move, or hover on this, right click. Doesn't work. Control Alt Tab. No, sorry. So I guess that's it. But yeah, sorry, you might have to go back to YouTube for any quick revisits. But I think that's it from me today. And feel free to come back for any questions next week and the week after. And feel free to message me on Discord as well. I'm always around. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.